to Counselor's Craft Time Corner! Woo! Super excited to be with you guys today. For those of you who don't know me, I am Miss Warren and I'm the counselor over at South Elementary. So, thanks for joining today. Today, we are going to be making a fun craft that's going to help our breathing. So, we know that breathing is something that's really important for regulating ourselves and making sure that we're staying in the green. So today, we're going to make a cool little craft that has to do with our breathing. So, let's get started! First thing we're going to have to talk about is our supply list. So the things that we're going to need for this craft are, you're going to need construction paper. You're probably only going to need one sheet, so get to choose whatever color you like. So I'm going to go with orange. I just feel like in an orange mood today. Another thing you're going to need is a toilet paper roll. Now you don't need the actual toilet paper, you just need the roll. So hopefully, you know, being at home with your family, you guys can work your way towards a toilet paper roll. Another thing you're going to need are a couple googly eyes. If you don't have googly eyes, I guess you could draw them on with a marker. So there's another option if you don't have any googly eyes available. You're also going to need these puffs. You're going to need the smaller ones. So if you have small ones, that would work. You know, cotton balls even would work if you have those in your house. You can get creative. You don't have to have these exact ones, just something that'll be similar. You're going to need some tissue paper. Alright, so you probably have this around your house for when you wrap gifts and things like that. If not, you can use construction paper if you have that on hand. So, again, multiple options. You're going to need a glue stick or liquid glue. Liquid glue honestly may work better, but all I have is a glue stick, so I'm going to have to make it work. And then last but not least, you're going to need a pair of scissors to be able to cut some things out. So, let's go ahead and get started, and we are going to be making a dragon. Step one is going to involve our toilet paper roll and the construction paper. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut your construction paper out so that you can cover the toilet paper roll. Once you make sure your construction paper is long enough, you're going to want to glue it to, sorry, mask falling on. You're going to want to glue it to your tube. So I would just take my glue stick, put some glue on the tube, put my orange, and press it down, and then bring the rest, oh no, am I done? And then bring the rest of your paper towel, or not paper towel, toilet paper. Bring the rest of the construction paper around the toilet paper roll and then add some more glue. And then press down again. So now your toilet paper roll is covered with construction paper. Alright, so gonna kinda let that dry for a second. Okay, so we have our construction paper covering our toilet paper roll. Now we are ready to add eyeballs and nostrils on the dragon's nose. So you're going to want to use the puffs for this. So again, this may be easier with liquid glue, but I'm going to try to see if I can do it. Alright, so when we're using this, we're going to hold it to our mouth and breathe through the tube. So you want to put the eyes on one end and the nose on the other end. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and glue a circle on one end. So you can see I put 2 globs of glue, and then I'm going to try to stick my palms on. Now if you have different size palms, you could use bigger palms for the eyeballs and smaller ones for the nostrils. Alright, so should look like that. We will get to the googly eye part in a second. Alright, but now we need to add the nostrils. So you're going to want to go down to the other end from where you put the large palms, and you're going to want to put some glue on that end, like that, and then you're going to want to put these 2 little guys right on there, and you may need to hold them for a second so that they stay on. Alright, up next we are ready for the googly eyes, so I'm going to open my package and try to figure out what size eyes I need. I I'm going to do these middle-sized ones, but again, whatever eyes you have at home, or if you want to color them on the palms or cotton balls or whatever you're using, that's great. Alright, so I'm going to use these two googly eyes. And you know what? It was really hard with the glue stick, so I was able to borrow some glue from my friend, which is awesome because sharing is a really important skill, right? So she was willing to share with me, so I was able to get the glue that I needed. If you don't have it, I really think that you can make it work with a glue stick, but it was easier. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add glue to the googly eye, and then I'm going to stick it on the palm. Alright, so look, it's starting to look like something. Alright, so now we have the dragon eyes and the dragon nose, and now we need to add the dragon fire. Alright, so the next step involves our tissue paper. So I decided to go with yellow, green, and orange tissue paper, and I realized that fire is not, green and yellow usually, but you know what? It's my artistic interpretation. So my dragon is orange and green, so I'm going to make orange and green and yellow flames. So what you're going to do is you're going to need your scissors and your tissue paper, and what you're going to do is you're basically just going to make strips. Alright, so I'm going to try to do all of them at one time. Let's see if this works. Alright, and I'm going to cut these strips, and I would say probably about 6 inches is what you need. So then you're just going to cut a few more strips. Done with the big part of your tissue paper, you can set that off to the side. You're going to grab your little dragon friend. And so this is going to be probably the most difficult part. What you're going to need to do is you're going to want to take your glue, and then you're going to want to put a bead of glue on the inside all the way around. So if you need help, ask a sibling, ask a parent, ask a daycare worker, wherever it is that you're doing this, and I'm sure that they can help you out. So I'm going to try to put a bead of glue all on the inside. Alright, so now I'm all glued up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my strips of tissue paper, and I'm just going to put it inside of the tube so it sticks out. Alright, and you're just going to keep doing that all the way around the tube. Alright, so we have our dragon! Isn't that so fun? So I would wait probably until your glue dries before you try to blow in it, but when you're done, you can do this. So I'm going to take my mask down because I'm showing you how to use it. Alright, so I'm going to take my mask off real fast, and then I'm going to take a deep breath in through my mouth, and then I'm going to blow it out through my mouth. So let's see. Deep breath in. And I'm a dragon blowing fire, so this is going to be a great thing for you to use maybe when you're feeling frustrated or upset or angry, or you're just, maybe a little bit tired. Taking some deep breaths helps wake us up. So whether you're in the red or whether in your blue, this is a great tool to be able to use to take deep breaths and get ourselves back to green. So remember, deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, congratulations, guys.